brisk winds of March howled through the campus of Keystone High School, ushering in a new era, the era of the survivor. 10 contestants meet to compete in a battle to the finish. The Tolgi tribe, consisting of Mrs. Brancolini, a 10-year KO veteran and Spanish 1 and 3 teacher. Mr. Hagee, the high school principal who has been in the district for 4 years. Mr. Klein, teacher of U.S. History 9, Study Skills, Pennsylvania History, Life Skills History, and History Learning Support. Ms. Livingston, the Keystone High School physical education teacher for the past 25 years. And Mr. Rodkey, teacher of Earth Science, Astronomy, CSLP, and KO employee of 5 years. The Tolgi tribe will be going up against the Uguia tribe, consisting of Mrs. Singleton, the Spanish 1 and 2 teacher and Slippery Rock native. Mr. O'Donnell, a Duquesne graduate who currently teaches the Honors History and CP History 9 courses. Mr. Covey, the assistant principal and Carnegie native. Mrs. Stelfox, the physical education and swimming teacher who is a 32-year veteran. And Dr. Bannock, the assistant superintendent who has also worked at KO under the titles of former English teacher, guidance counselor, assistant principal, and principal. These faculty members are competing to become the ultimate KO survivor. Whoever earns this title will be awarded a fruit basket and a bag of rice. However, they do not vote each other off. That is left up to you, the student body. For 25 cents per vote, you can decide who is kicked off the show. This means that the fate of these survivors is in your hands.
Why is winning important to me? I like fruit.
Why is winning important to you?
Because it beats losing.
Hopefully I'll make it on my merits. Perhaps I'll be the first one gone, perhaps I'll be the last one there, I don't know.
Not being at the first challenge, I don't know how far I'll get. No, I'm not necessarily in it to win, but I think the fun of doing it will be the part that I will enjoy.
Oh, I expect that I would be a strong contestant to be there in the end, and because I know that I will do well, and I know it'll be a while before we have to vote anybody off our tribe.
No, I just think I'll win.
I'm in it to win it. I want to win the contest. I think that it's, you know, not so much like a popularity contest, but I think once people realize my true professionalism versus some of the other candidates, especially on the other tribe, that I'll shine through.
If we're looking at this kind of the same challenges as what the Survivor Series does on TV, you promised us that we wouldn't have to eat any bugs, so that would be the only thing that I really wouldn't want to do. I don't mind getting dirty or messy or, you know, having to, you know, make a fool of myself for a few minutes at a time. So that's okay. It's just, like I said, eating bugs or anything squeamish, I don't know if I, you know, that's the only thing.
But the element of surprise will be involved, I'm sure.
Hopefully we'll be able to work together as a group and come together with a win at the end. All the people are all very qualified in different aspects. We have only one administrator, which is a little bit of a disadvantage. So the other team has, I believe, 2 administrators. But that's okay. We'll survive with we will win with 1 administrator.
This is the first immunity challenge. For this challenge,
Have a seat.
But don't relax.
You'll need your feet.
What do I think that will entail? It could be dealing with bicycles, because you need your feet to pedal a bike.
I'm going to do leg lifts.
If I were, this sounds like musical chairs to me, actually. One of my all-time favorite hated games as a child.
Possibly sitting on a chair or something, some form of, that would hold our body, but that we would have to walk in the same time. So like even the chair that I have right now, I might be having to run across the gym possibly. I don't know.
Based on what I've seen so far, I'm wondering if it's going to be some sort of race through the hallway with like chairs with the wheels on them like the teachers have or something like that. I'm wondering if that's, a possibility because I'm going to need my feet for the immunity challenge.
This challenge is for immunity in the upcoming week of voting. Whichever tribe wins will be immune to being voted off the show for the following week. Today's challenge is a rolling chair relay. Teachers must quickly race in their rolling chairs around a pole and across the lobby. They must get to the other side of the lobby before standing up. The first tribe to get all 5 of its members across the lobby wins.
Survivors ready? Go!
Let's go, Frank! Go, Frank! Go, Frank! Go, Frank! Go, Frank! We won already, Frank!
Previously on Survivor, 10 faculty members began a battle to become the sole remaining survivor. They were separated into 2 tribes, the Tolgi tribe, whose name means oaks in Hungarian, and the Aguia tribe, whose name means eagle in Portuguese. All contestants expressed a strong determination and enthusiasm for winning. To win immunity, contestants had to race across the lobby and around a pole in a rolling chair relay. The Tolgi tribe won by a hair, making the Aguia tribe vulnerable to being voted off. Today, Aguia will take a trip to Tribal Council where one of their members will be voted off by you. Find out who it will be and which tribe will win immunity, getting them one step closer to becoming the sole remaining survivor. The left courtyard, site of KO Survivor Tribal Council. Because of their loss at last week's Immunity Challenge, the Aguya tribe will come here to see one of their own voted off the show. Welcome to the first Tribal Council. Now you're here because you lost the Immunity Challenge last week, which was the chair relay. Mr. O'Donnell, you were the last one to go on the chair, and you guys lost by this much, literally. You kind of dove for the finish line. Now that had to be pretty frustrating for the tribe in general. Now, do you think by losing by just a tiny bit, do you think that made the tribe more discouraged, or do you think it gave you guys more want to win this week?
Well, I think that our tribe has been, through their experiences in education, have been through a lot. I don't think one loss will be able to deter the spirit of this tribe. So I just think that if a loss was ever positive, losing the first event to bring us closer instead of losing near the end, if there are more team events or tribe events that could possibly cause us more harm. So I think it brought us closer than pulled us apart.
Now, as I said, you guys lost by a hair. Dr. Vanek, do you think it could have been because you fell off the chair?
I feel somewhat responsible for the loss. I was perhaps a little bit overly aggressive, although most of the chairs I'm used to riding around in are high back chairs, and this was a low back chair, and I think that really threw me. And I'm used to chairs with arms. I can navigate a lot better when my chairs have arms. So I could understand why folks might hold me responsible and vote me off.
All right, here's the moment of truth. First vote, Dr. Bannock, 36 votes.
Okay.
Mrs. Stelfox, 7 votes. That's right, I said they forgot about me. Mrs. Singleton, who was not here, got 14 votes.
That's right.
Mr. Kobe, 61 votes. Mr. O'Donnell, 40 votes. Mr. Covey, please bring me your torch. Well, in sort of a landslide vote, but not too much. Student body has spoken. It's time for you to go.
Good night.
Well, I think you all have an idea now of where you stand on your likeliness to be voted off. I'll see you at the Immunity Challenge.
Hopefully this week we'll be the win and we'll get the Immunity Idol.
We're into it. It's good. It's all good.
Knowing some trivia will be required to create a map that can be admired.
Be cognizant of tiny tidbits and titles, and you might just find the Immunity Idol.
Welcome to Immunity Challenge number 2. Now this one is not going to use physical activity as much as the last one did. This is going to be more on mental ability. I'm going to ask you trivia questions about Keystone Oaks. When you answer them correctly, you will get a piece of the map with your tribe's name on it. You cannot open the envelope until you have 7 of the 9 pieces of the map in your possession. When you do that, you can open up all your envelopes and try to figure out the map. Once you figure out the map, go towards the Immunity Idol as fast as you can. First tribe to get the Immunity Idol wins. Dr. Bannock? Who is the public relations person for the school district?
Currently, Ruth Hawk.
Correct.
Right.
Okay, Mrs. Rankin, you're first?
Yes.
What are the 4 curriculum cluster areas?
English, science, math, and history.
I'm sorry. Name the president of the Keystone Oaks School Board.
Mr. I want to say Brown. I don't believe that is it.
No.
Begins with an R. I don't know how.
Okay.
We have that question?
Yes, you can pick it up.
That's Mr. Roth.
It was an R. It was an R. Frank Holden.
Who is the community service coordinator for the school district?
Stacy, her mom. I'm sorry, I did a dance for her too, and I can't remember her last name.
Yeah, it would be Miss Cindy Wolford. Rock and roll.
One by one, the tribe inched their way towards the magic number of 7, the number of pieces needed to open up the envelopes and unscramble the map. Only then could they actually begin their search for the idol.
Okay, this is you, Mr. Klein. Mm-hmm. Is this the winning one? Not yet. Oh, yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
Oh, we need to get room.
Who is the senior class president?
Gabe Doyle.
Correct.
Give us some of these.
When is Kennywood School Picnic held?
20th of June.
Open. When is the first season?
That's the last one we need. Let's go.
Can we get,
Go ahead.
Can we get the other?
Last piece, dudes. You know where we're going on this? We are here. Cafeteria vending machine. Go, Sean.
We're missing a piece.
Here it is. We got to go through the cafeteria. Cafeteria vending machine. Let's go.
At this point, you might ask, where is Mr. O'Donnell going? Well, that answer is not clear, since the high school cafeteria shown on the map is in the opposite direction. Meanwhile, the Tulgi tribe is in hot pursuit of the idol. And just like the Energizer Bunny, Mr. O'Donnell just keeps going and going and going, until the truth is painfully obvious.
I blew it, guys. I'm going the wrong way.
Yes, there's only one immunity idol in Tulgi. You are the winner again. After immunity challenge number 2, the Tulgi tribe remains undefeated. That means you can only vote for the Aguia tribe members, Mr. O'Donnell, Mrs. Singleton, Dr. Urbanek, or Mrs. Stelfox. Your opportunity to vote one of these contestants off is at lunch, so vote and decide the ultimate KO survivor.
The reason why I volunteered for this is I thought that it was an excellent project, and the money that's being generated by the voting, is going to go to a good cause. I like to support things like this. It was
Previously on Survivor, the Aguia tribe took a trip to tribal council, where all of its contestants dreaded the thought of being voted off. However, when the tally votes were read, Mr. Covey became the first contestant ousted in a 19-vote lead. For immunity, survivors had to answer questions about Keystone Oaks. For each correct answer, they received a piece of the map that showed a secret location of the immunity idol. The Tulgi tribe got to the idol first, making them immune to being voted off and sending the Aguia tribe back to tribal council, where another one of its members will be voted off. Find out who it will be and which tribe will win immunity, getting its members 1 week closer to becoming the ultimate KO survivor.
I hope that this does not become a popularity contest. I was a little disappointed that Mr. Covey was voted off the first week. He's a close friend of mine, and I think he also was playing the game very competitively. And the students seemed to take out some of their aggression against him in their voting. So I was disappointed in that. And I hope that the students keep it more as to how people are playing the game, not any past sins that they may have against the players.
Second Tribal Council, welcome. Mrs. Singleton, you weren't here last week. Do you think that may give you a bit of a disadvantage this week?
Well, I hope not, but because I was taking kids to Vermont, it just happened to be something that was scheduled from before. But if that be the case, hopefully we'll win anyways for the immunity challenge, and then neither one of us will have to be booed off, or all three of us won't have to be booed off next week, so hope not.
Okay, Mrs. Stelfox, what percent do you think that you have of being voted off today?
What percent? I would say I have 25%. As everybody else has.
Okay, I'll go get the tallied votes. Once the votes are counted, the decision is final, and the voted off contestant will be asked to leave the tribal council meeting. First vote. Dr. Urbanik, 15 votes.
That's low. Executive privileges.
Mrs. Singleton, 13 votes.
I know, geez.
Mr. O'Donnell, 8 votes.
Wow. Get as many people voting.
Mrs. Stelfox, 16 votes.
Oh.
Mrs. Stelfox, who's bringing your torch?
I have to get a change.
Well, in an extremely close vote, the student body has spoken. It's time for you to go.
So you're going to take that?
Say goodbye. Say goodbye. 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 I think in both of the two previous challenges, we were trying too hard. I fell out of the chair. Mr. O'Donnell was really trying his hardest to find the idol, made a wrong turn, ended up in the middle school. So I just think we're really pushing a little bit too hard. Hopefully, we'll bounce back for the third challenge.
I think we're on a roll. I see no reason for us to come to an end in our streak of victories here.
I think in the contests, we've been cheering for each other and being very supportive of each other, and that's what's brought us very close. I notice now anytime I meet one of my Togi tribe members in the hall, it's always thumbs up.
This is the third immunity challenge. Listen to your tribe mate. They can see something sweet.
And if you follow what they say, you'll get a frosty treat.
All right, immunity challenge number 3. Now, no pressure on you, Aguia, but if you lose this one, the tribal merger will be next week. This challenge is going to be based on communication. One person on your tribe will be blindfolded. One person will be down here with all the ingredients, and one person will be down there standing on the X's. They will be holding bowls. The person blindfolded will have to put the blindfold on and walk back and forth using only your command on where to move. The person with the blindfold on will have to take all the ingredients in their hands, only using their hands. The first tribe to make a banana split wins. Since Togi has 5 members and Aguia only has 3, 2 members of the Togi tribe had to sit out. This was determined by randomly selecting numbers. The survivors who were chosen to sit out were Mrs. Rangolini and Ms. Livingston. Survivors ready? Yes. Go! Run. Take it back. Good job, right there. Stop. Go, Previously on Survivor, the Aguirre tribe made their second trip to tribal council. All members expressed their concern for being the next contestant voted off. However, Mrs. Stelfox unexpectedly became the next one to leave the tribe, losing by only 1 vote to Dr. Urbanik. For immunity, 1 blindfolded contestant from each tribe had to carry the ingredients for a banana split in their hands. They went back and forth using verbal cues given by their fellow tribe mates. In the end, the previously undefeated Tolgi tribe lost, making them eligible to be voted off. Today, Tolgi makes its first trip to tribal council where one of its members will be ousted. Find out who it will be and which tribe will win immunity, guaranteeing that they will make it to the tribal merger and getting them 1 step closer to becoming the ultimate KO survivor.
This week has been very difficult. There's been a lot of pressure to get through the first cut of the Tolgi tribe. And I've been trying very hard to win my friends over, but as you can see, I'm almost empty with my treats. So I'm going to take this a week at a time and see if I can get through this week, and then I'll plan my strategy.
Welcome to Tribal Council. This is your first time here at Tolgi. Now, Mr. Hayes, last week the votes were very minimal, and this week they were a lot. Do you have any idea of anything that attributed to this?
Well, I will tell you that I was sort of working the lunchroom a little bit, but contrary to any of the rumors, I was only trying to encourage participation, not swaying votes. Unlike people who were handing out candy and jelly beans to their class.
Mr. Klein, this is the first week that Tolgi has lost and is here at Tribal Council. Now, you were the runner for the tribe. Do you think that you may be at risk at being voted off?
I
I think I could be at risk for that. Didn't have a good performance last week, but I was hoping that, you know, the people who voted would look back to the trivia game we played. I came up with a winning answer. We go back to the first week. I figured out what the puzzle was the very first week. I think I've been a very productive member of the tribe so far.
Yeah.
It had a little bit of a bad off day, so to say, even though I specialize in making desserts. That particular day I was on top of my game. So there's a good chance I could go. There's very strong alliances right now being formed, and we'll see what happens. Hope for the best.
Ms. Livingston, Mrs. Stovall unexpectedly voted off. Do you think that there may be a conspiracy against the physical education department?
There could be, but there are a fair number of kids that actually enjoy physics class. So I don't know. I think we still have some power down there. We'll be okay.
Okay. I'm going to go get the tallied votes. Once the votes are read, the decision is final, and the voted off contestants will be asked to leave the tribal council area. First vote. Mrs. Franklin, 47 votes.
Wow. Big number.
Wow.
Mr. Klein.
Oh, that's not good.
No.
It's like golf, right? You want to be low.
Lower.
Ms. Livingston, 55 votes.
Weeks in there.
I'm just doing the strong side.
Big Daddy here.
Mr. Osby, 46 votes.
Here's the battle.
Where did the sun come from?
Mr. Hagee,
4 digits.
100.
I have to shake your hand. Our alliance is broken.
You guys.
We've been through a lot.
Well, we'll see ya.
See you later. See you.
Let's extinguish.
Hey, let's extinguish that torch. Get it over here. Right?
Well, now many of you have an idea of where you stand. I'll see you in the immunity challenge.
Drawing pictures of words is what you must do,
But guessing the picture is vital too.
Welcome to Immunity Challenge number 4. Now, the first Immunity Challenge was based on physical activity. The second one was based on trivia and mental ability. The third one was directions, and this one is based on artistic ability. You'll get a packet of cards. There will be 8 cards in it. You'll take one card out of the deck and look at the word on it. You'll draw it. Your tribe members will guess it. The first tribe to get 5 wins. Survivors ready? Go!
Teacher, dead person.
Football goal. Goal post. Goal soccer goal.
It's good.
Field goal.
Kicker. Goal line. Goal line. Throw it down.
Nice.
Short. Something cuts. Weed cutter.
Sun. Face. Paper cutter.
The Guia's leading 2-1.
I don't know what that is.
Thank America.
Moon.
Half moon.
Moon.
Solar system.
Sunset.
Sunset.
Square. Bank. Bank of America. Savings and loans. Through bank. Safe. Deposit box. Bank. Vault.
Sunrise.
Harvest moon. Shine on moon. Full moon, new moon. Sunset. Stars.
Lovers.
Partners. Couples. Marriage.
Hands.
Dark side of
Marriage. Married couple. Male. Husband. Wife.
The Guia has 1 more to get.
Dark side of the moon.
Are we close?
Sun, moon, young.
Dress. Coat. Sweater.
We pass the one next.
The Guia's got the idol.
Good job. Way to go.
All right, then.
Love you, love you. That's a tough word. I agree. I know.
tribe took its first trip to tribal council. All of the survivors expressed dislike for the thought of being the first Tolgi contestant to leave the show. When the votes were tallied, Mr. Klein was voted off in a 4-vote lead to Mr. Hagee. For immunity, survivors had to be the first to guess 5 drawings correctly in a game of Pictionary. Aguirre got their second consecutive win, forcing Tolgi back to tribal council. Today, the tribes will merge, and contestants will be competing for immunity individually. See who will be voted off, sending the tribes into the merges with equal contestants from both tribes. And who will be the first to get individual immunity, getting them one step closer to becoming the sole remaining survivor.
Welcome to Tribal Council number 4. Now, Mr. Hagee, last week you were 4 votes away from getting voted off. Do you think those votes may carry into this week?
I hope all those people ran out of money last week and they lost their opportunity to vote me off.
Mrs. Livingston, last week you drew in Pictionary, and you drew the word tomorrow. Now,
or not.
Right. Now, do you think
Is that what you were drawing?
If you think you would have drawn it differently, do you think you may not be sitting here right now and it may be the other side?
Oh, it's possible.
It's always tomorrow.
There's always tomorrow. Everyone kept asking me why didn't I draw a calendar, and the calendar didn't come to mind because I couldn't use numbers and I couldn't use letters. I probably could have just drawn a big box with a bunch of squares and X'd one out and just gone over. So that was the only other thought, but it never entered my mind. So.
This is right, lady. Do you think you'll be voted off today, and why or why not?
I drew my picture last week. Now, I don't know if that's representative of achieving something or not. I don't know.
I'll go get the tallied votes. Once the tallied votes are counted, the decision is final, and the voted off contestant will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote, Ms. Livingston. 2 votes.
Oh!
Yeah.
Don't you kids like physics?
Mrs. Brangelini. 4 votes.
What are we going to do next week, Frank?
Mr. Rodson, who's not here, got 1 vote.
He's not here.
And Mr. Hagee, 106. Whoa! Mr. Hagee, can you bring me your torch?
Spin nice. Spin nice.
Well, this is it. And In a landslide vote, the student body has spoken. It's time for you to go.
She's brutal.
Okay, girls.
It's up to you.
In recent weeks, the Tolgi and Aguirre tribes have dwindled one by one. This week, the time has come for both tribes to merge. The Usisi tribe, meaning learn in Czech, brings new dynamics into the game. Contestants are now battling for individual immunity, meaning that there will be only one survivor that you cannot vote off. Survivors are now awarded a talisman as opposed to an idol in previous weeks. The alliances will be different, and the challenges will be different. From this point forward, it's a whole new ballgame. Previous challenges tested strength in different genres. The first week's challenge was based upon physical strength. The second week was testing trivia knowledge. The third challenge was based on communication skills, and last week's challenge tested artistic ability. Today's immunity challenge clue is don't let getting this far go straight to your head. Direct all your power to your stomach instead. Mr. Rodkey couldn't be at this challenge, so Mr. Hagee is filling in for him to ensure a chance at winning immunity for the upcoming week.
Welcome to the Immunity Challenge Usisi tribe. Now, you will notice that you're battling for the immunity talisman instead of the idol. This is on an individual basis, which means only one of you will win immunity and you will all be a tribal council next week. The goal of the game is to get the jelly bean into the cup. Sounds simple, but it's not so simple because the jelly bean is in the jello. You cannot use your hands, only your face. And the only thing you can spit out is the jelly bean into the cup. The first person to get their jelly bean into their cup will win immunity and be immune to being voted off. Survivors ready? Yeah. Go!
Well, you're looking pretty good. You're looking pretty good.
Last time on Survivor, Tolgi and Aguirre merged to create a brand new tribe, Usisi. Survivors are now competing on an individual basis, which brings brand new dynamics into the game. At Tribal Council last week, Mr. Hagee was voted off. To win immunity, contestants had to find a jelly bean that was encased in a bowl of jello. The only thing that they could use to get the jelly bean was their face. Mrs. Singleton won immunity and will not be voted off at the first council of the new tribe. Usisi makes its first trip to Tribal Council today and will also compete for immunity. Who will survive? Who will be ousted? There's only one way to find out. Stay tuned.
I think Survivor's a game of chance. I was surprised that Miss Fox even got voted off in the first place. So I'm not really sure how it's going to work out.
My concern is that the administrators have been targeted. My two buddies, Mr. Covey and Mr. Hagee, are suffering from survivor withdrawal. I have to counsel them daily. I'm concerned about them. And so I feel a little bit like a marked man going into this next tribal council meeting.
I don't know what the process is, why they're voting for one or the other person. I just don't know.
Welcome to Tribal Council number 5. Now, Dr. Urbanek, being the last administrator here, do you think you may be voted off?
Depends whether it was a predominantly teacher vote, predominantly student vote. I think if it was a predominantly student vote, I'm okay. JO graduate, one of them. I think, although I shop union all the time, and I love the PSCA, I think that if the teachers voted, I'm going.
Okay, Mrs. Brancolini, do you think your alleged Tansy alliance will flow over into this week?
Well, I passed it out. I have to admit it. I don't know. They don't really swear allegiance to the fact that they won't vote for me.
Mr. O'Donnell, what do you think your chances of being voted off are?
I would have to say that my chances are very good this week, that I may get the evening. But it would be sad, but I think I made it longer than everybody thought, especially after missing that dubious question and then going the wrong way all on the same show. So I would be proud if I made it this far. Today was my last day. I would go home.
Okay. I'll go get the tally votes. The voting was handled differently this week. We were just getting totals of money. Students threw money in jars, and the person with the most votes will be voted off. Once the voted off contestant is established, the decision is final, and the voted off contestant will be asked to leave the tribal council area immediately. First vote. Dr. Urbanek, 60 cents.
They just threw money. They just threw money.
Oh, okay, I understand now.
Yeah.
I got it.
Mrs. Brancolini, 60 cents. Mr. O'Donnell, $9.24.
Fine, crazy machine.
Livingston, $1.25 for you.
I think I'm way out of luck.
And Mr. Rodkey, $8.54. Mr. O'Donnell,
No midpoints today.
well, I close vote. Student body spoken.
I don't love you, man.
I think it's the motivation of having to go against all 6 people and then being the winner of that one. Does help you, think that you'll persevere.
Time is of the essence.
So you shouldn't stop,
But please be careful.
Or things will drop.
The first thing that comes to mind is that you're going to carry something in your hand that's fragile, and and will all be timed, and you have to get from the beginning to the end without dropping it. Of course, if you drop it, you're eliminated. So I keep thinking of an egg and a spoon.
You're going to be carrying something, and first one to complete the task will be the winner. I don't know what we're going to be carrying. Could be anything.
I'm not really sure. Things will drop. So things might be hanging from the ceiling, but maybe you have to run for a maze, maybe?
For today's challenge, survivors had to carry a stack of books with one hand going down and upstairs and be the first to cross the finish line.
Survivors ready?
Ready.
Go!
You ran in the maze.
Oh no!
Don't use your hands, Franklin. Don't use your hands, Franklin.
No, you're allowed to. She's gonna hit me again. She's just stack them up. Stack them up. Oh no, I was all the way down there.
What's that?
Oh, it's gone. I lost. My pen's gone.
There's your idol.
Yep. Go, Rocky, go. Go, Rocky, go. Run. Run, run.
Mr. Ross, you got immunity!
Previously on Survivor. Paranoia swept the UCC tribe as all contestants expressed great concern for being the next one to leave the show. When the tallied votes were revealed, Mr. O'Donnell got the boot in a close lead to Mr. Rodkey. For immunity, survivors had to carry a pile of books up and down flights of stairs. They couldn't drop anything, and the first one to cross the finish line got immunity. Mr. Rodkey won, eliminating his eligibility to be voted off. Stay tuned to find out who is next to go to Tribal Council and who will win the final immunity challenge, guaranteeing that they will be one of the last contestants eligible to become the ultimate KO survivor.
It could be because of the little treat, but I don't know why I've made it. It's a lot of fun. I've enjoyed it thoroughly, and why I've made it, I don't know.
I'm feeling a little anxious about the next vote.
Welcome to Tribal Council. Now, last week, Mr. Singleton, you had immunity, and then you came in last in the immunity challenge. Do you think you may be voted off today?
I didn't do so well last week, so see. It's fine.
Mrs. Brancalini, you haven't been handing any candy out recently. Do you think that the candy benefits will still carry over?
Well, I handed it out last week in anticipation of this week, but everybody seems to have forgotten that I handed the candy out last week.
Dr. Urbanik, You're the only male contestant sitting here. Now, Mr. Rodkey still is on the show, but he couldn't be here this week. Do you think you may be at risk?
It's hard to predict how the students are going to vote. They really haven't voted for the person most responsible for a tribe's loss, so the vote could go anyway.
Okay. I'll go get the tallied vote. Mrs. Brancolini. 1 vote.
Back to the vote.
Ms. Livingston. 12 votes. Dr. Bannock. 16 votes.
You could be.
And Mrs. Singleton. 28 votes. Mrs. Singleton.
Dr. Bannock, it's all up to you for our tribe. You're the only one left. Yes.
Well, student body is spoken.
Don't cry, Frank.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
For this week's challenge, contestants were given instructions beforehand on how to make an origami paper cup. They were allowed to make as many as they wished, and they had to bring their cups with them to the immunity challenge. The instructions were accompanied by the immunity clue. Use the Chinese art of paper folding to make a tool for water holding. Fill it up and guarantee you'll be there for the final 3. Mr. Rodkey couldn't be at this challenge, which means that there is no way that he can get immunity for the upcoming week.
Welcome to the final immunity challenge. Now, before this challenge, you all made paper cups out of origami instructions. You'll have to go down to that end and get water out of the 2 buckets. You'll have to come back and fill your bottle. The first one to fill your bottle wins.
Oh, put your bottle down. Put your bottle down.
That's my team. Survivors ready? Go!
How full is full? Oh, no, that's...
This is the bookkeeping challenge.
I did it! I'm on the trolley! I ain't calling that. Oh, but hey. I think Mark, we don't know. She's my teammate, I don't know.
Ms. Livingston, immunity, and we'll be there for the final show.
All right.
We'll see you next week.
All right. Sorry, Brad. That's all right. We can probably drink our water on the way home.
Good job.
No, I don't think I can.
Ms. Livingston won immunity this week, which means that you cannot vote her off. You can only vote for Mr. Rodkey, Mrs. Brancolini, or Dr. Bannock. The choice is yours, so make sure you vote and decide the ultimate KO survivor.
I just wanted to say that Survivor's been fun. Laura's done a great job, and it's really inventive, and it's a fun thing to do for the faculty and the staff and the students, and hopefully they enjoy doing this. And I'm sad that I'm voted off, but I can see why. I did lose my immunity challenge the last time, and I went from first place to last, so therefore I guess I should be the one voted off. And I wish all those people that are still on it good luck.
Previously on Survivor, the Usisi tribe dwindled as Mrs. Singleton was voted off. Prior to the challenge, survivors built paper cups using origami instructions and their own creativity. To win immunity, contestants had to fill a bottle with water by sprinting between buckets of water and their bottle. The H2O could only be transported by way of the origami cup. Ms. Livingston filled her cup milliseconds before Mrs. Brancolini, winning the game, getting immunity, and ensuring that she will be one of the final 3 contestants. Today, the last member of the CC will be voted off the Tribal Council. Who will stay? Who will go? Stay tuned.
I've been a competitor. I haven't really angered anybody, and I think that there were some vendetta against other people. So I was shaded by people's hate for others, perhaps.
Do you think you'll be voted off this week?
I'm 1 of 4. I have a 25% probability. And maybe my hate factor started to rise too. Who knows?
Probably the candy that I give out yet. But I'll be relieved when I finally have to not give out candy, win or lose. It's getting a little expensive. $3 or $4 a week. That's, I don't know why I've stayed so long.
Welcome to the last Tribal Council. Now, one of you will be voted off, and the rest of you will be the final 3 contestants appearing on the final show. Now, Dr. Urbanik, you were almost voted off in the first few weeks. Why do you think you're still here?
Because no one knows who I am. If the Aiken kids voted, I might be off. I just think most of the student body, they're not really sure who I am or what I do, or some of the faculty's probably not sure what I do. So I think I've managed to be here this long because of that.
Mrs. Brancolini, do you think you'll make it to the final show? Meaning, do you think that you'll be voted off today?
I have a 1 in 3 chance. That's 33 and a 30%. So we'll see. That's right. I don't know.
All right, I'll go get the tally through. First vote. Dr. Urbanik. 6 votes. Mrs. Brancolini. 3 votes.
Okay.
That's what you are.
And Mr. Rogers. 131 votes.
Who did that?
Mr. Rogers.
Who did that?
Good luck, sir.
Thank you.
Adam?
Yes.
Good luck. Good luck.
Student body spoken. Time for you to go. The rest of you, I will see you at the final show, where one of you will be the ultimate KO survivor.
If you want to stay, you got to play.
I was very surprised that Mr. Rodkin got voted off. I thought he'd be the winner, the overall winner.
I'm in to win. I want to win, yes. Why not go for it? So I'll have to buy more candy.
No, I don't think I'll win, actually. Because I think the voting's kind of erratic. It's not necessarily dependent on
any reason. You know what I mean? It's more for fun.
So if you don't think you'll win, why do you think you've made it this far in the game?
Luck. Pure luck.
Hey, Laura, what are you working on?
Just some things for the half-hour live KO Survivor finale.
Wait a minute. You're going to have all the contestants back and the high school will phone in their vote as the show airs live?
That's right, and everyone in the high school will get one vote.
And you expect everything to go smoothly?
Yep.
With all those staff members on air at once?
Sure.
And all those phone calls coming in?
Uh-huh.
And everything's going to go according to plan?
That's right.
You're on your own for this one.
Make sure you tune in and cast your vote on May 14th for the live KO Survivor Series finale. Thanks for helping me out with my math homework, Gabe.
Why, certainly. I love making myself feel superior. First, you'll want to triple integrate from now to the final show the Maclaurin approximation of the voting function. Then you add the final three contestants, take the derivative with respect to the voted off contestant, divide over a half an hour, raise to the power of pi, and you get
the Survivor Series finale.
Yeah, maybe. I don't know. I didn't really learn how to do this problem. I was making that up.
Make sure you vote for me on May 14th. Tune in.
Everyone will get one vote, so make sure that vote is for me.
It's all going to be live, so be here May 14th to vote for me.
Now, come on, Liv. You know they're going to vote for me.
No, dudes, they're going to vote for me.
Get serious. They'll vote for me.
No,
No, you have it all wrong.
I'm the vote getter. They don't know who I am. You got it.
I'm in to win.
They got enough candy. They got cavities. They're getting pimples from eating all the candy. They don't know who I am, so they have to vote for me. I might even wear a mask so they won't know.
I'm going to be taking them outside because the weather's nice.
No, I'll take them. I can take them to Florida. I'm the assistant superintendent. They can vote for me. I'll take them anywhere they want to go.
What are you going to do?
I'm in to win. I'm going to win.
They've had enough candy. I'll give them a cheeseburger. I'll give them French fries.
Careful what you promise.
Give them a free mile time.
I'm confident. I'll vote.
Screens glowed March 5th, 2001, with the image of 10 people having some fun. The goal of the game is to stay alive, to outwit, outplay, outlast, and survive. Viewers knew a challenge would be any minute when Klein announced proudly,
I'm in it to win it.
Each contestant hoped Lady Luck would be their friend. As one boldly put it,
I expected I would be a strong contestant to be there in the end.
As the weeks passed, tribal torches were extinguished, while chances at KO survival diminished. But three still remain, since their ballots were blank, those three being Urbanik, Liv, and Brank. For weeks and weeks, they've been promoting, with candy and humor to dodge the voting. But today, these three all want your vote, because the one with the most will be able to gloat. From chairs to maps to sketch pads to Jell-O, to ice cream to books to cups that were yellow. With so many challenges, we've seen it all. Now pick up those phones, KO. It's time to call. Everyone at KO must now make a choice. You have a ballot, a decision, a voice. So who is at the helm? The real KO driver? Or to put it quite simply, the sole survivor? Hello and welcome to the final episode of KO Survivor. I'm Laura Grillis, and sitting next to me are the final three contestants, Mrs. Brancolini, Ms. Livingston, and Dr. Urbanik. I'll also be interviewing the voted off contestants later in the show. Also coming up in the next half hour, we'll take a look at favorite Survivor moments, memorable tribal councils, interesting immunity challenges, survivors, surprises, and much, much more. But first thing is first. Let's hear from the final three contestants. Each of them will have 30 seconds to tell you why you should vote for them. We'll go first with Dr. Urbanik.
Well, Laura, I think it's pretty obvious. Everyone knows I'm the only survivor left who has not conducted in behind-the-scenes shenanigans. As a matter of fact, I hate to do this on the last episode, but I brought some evidence of that. These were found in the girls' locker room earlier in the year. I don't know if you get a shot of that. These are $20 bills with Mr. Hagee's picture on them. I don't want to accuse anybody of doing that. There, you can have that back. These were found up on the second floor. Picture Mr. Covey on $20 bills. It says underneath Senior Covey. There's only one person who knows Senior Covey. And today, I couldn't believe it. There's me defaced, an arrow through my head. So again, I'm the only one who's maintained my integrity through the entire episodes, and I think I'm deserving to be the winner.
Okay, Mrs. Brancolini, why do you think you should be the ultimate KO survivor?
Well, it's obvious that I'm not the nicest person sitting here, but I think for two reasons that I have a chance to win. One, I attended every Survivor episode, and I also worked hard. I only won 2 immunity challenges as the team, but that's okay. Two, I spent $31.95 on candy so that I could make my students very happy. And also, I just want to quote one little thing. I want to leave you with the words of the profound 21st century philosophical group called Destiny's Child, and I believe it goes like this. I'm a survivor. I'll not give up. I'm not going to stop. I'm going to work harder because I'm a survivor.
All right, thank you very much, Mrs. Brancolini. And finally, Ms. Livingston?
I don't know. There's a number of reasons that I'm here today, but I think primarily my 5th period class, definitely 2 of my students in that class, Miller and Shook. But from the beginning, I really wasn't in it to win. I was just in it to survive. I showed up, I did the challenges, I did badly at some of them, and I did, real well at a couple of them that counted. And I just had a good time. I had fun. And so if I win it, I'll be happy, and if I lose it, I'll be happy to transfer my my winnings over to fruit. The other two. Right. We'll have to cook fruit and rice combination.
Okay, thank you very much, all final three contestants. Now, if you haven't already started, this is the time to pick up your phone and call in your votes. Teachers, remember to call in your class totals into the TV studio right now. Okay, Mrs. Brancolini, the first week of the show, you said that you weren't going to be here. You didn't think that you would. In fact, you were the only contestant that said you wouldn't be here.
Oh.
Were you just being modest, or?
Probably. Yes.
It wasn't any strategy?
No. No, I just was being modest. You want me to say more?
If you would like.
No.
Okay. Ms. Livingston, why do you think you've made it this far in the game?
I just think I showed up and just had fun at all the events. And I really didn't have to give any candy away or any grades away or any, you know, anything vital. And I think Mr. Urbanik's been an unknown through all this, other than the Aiken Elementary School knowing him. Most of our high school students don't realize he's the assistant superintendent, and it makes a lot of decisions and, you know, helps out in the student scheduling and curriculum and planning and all those important things in their lives at this point. So I think I just sneaked in. I mean, there are a number of students that actually like physical education class. So, you know, maybe enough of them voted for me. I don't know. If they did, thank you.
Okay, Dr. Urbanik, over the course of the game, you've just squeaked by almost being voted off multiple times. Why do you think you're still here?
Lucky. I think when a lot of the survivors who are not here started to do each other in, that I just snuck underneath the fire, the gunfire, so to speak. And as Miss Liv said, I'm not a known entity to the students of the high school. They're looking to vote for a non-teacher. That's me. I just think I lucked into the final three.
Okay. These contestants have stayed in the show for many reasons, one of which being that they won immunity. Now, let's take a look back at some of the unforgettable immunity challenges. quick recap of immunity challenges. Not only did you see the final 3 contestants, but you also saw these contestants, the voted off crew. Now, Mrs. Singleton, between the weeks of the Jello challenge to the final immunity challenge, before that you were voted off, but with the book challenge, you went from first place to last place. Why do you think this happened?
Well, I was quite disappointed in myself. Well, actually surprised that I even won the immunity challenge with the Jello and the bean. So I think I was pretty confident, and when I went into the next challenge, I happened to run into Mr. Brancolini first of all. Then when I went down the steps and was coming back up, I lost my pencil and it went down 2 flights of stairs. So I think I had a negative attitude and gave up after that. Unfortunately, it was my fault, and I have no one else to blame but myself.
Okay, Mr. Klein, did you expect to be voted off as soon as you did?
I was a little taken back by being voted off as soon as I was. I thought really my personality might help me out in this game a little bit. I pretty much like to think that I'm pretty easygoing, easy to get along with, try not to offend too many people. But for some reason in this game early on, it seemed to happen that alliances were formed, and I was kind of surprised that I was voted off as soon as I was.
Okay, Mrs. Stelfox, you were very unexpectedly voted off quite early in the game. Why do you think you were?
I guess there were probably 16 students that were mad at me because I wouldn't allow them to come in the gym to play basketball. Or maybe the teachers were mad because I wouldn't let the students in, so they voted me off. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Okay, Mr. O'Donnell, did you think that you were going to be voted off when you were?
No, I thought, pardon me, that I was going to get voted off beforehand, especially going the wrong way. And as one of our students put it, even he knew the president of the school board's name. So I thought that I was going to get the axe after that episode, but fortunately I was not voted off and able to continue to play.
As the Survivor Series has progressed, the contestants have been surprised by very many happenings. Here, let's take a look at some of those.
I was surprised because I thought when Mr. O'Donnell got voted off, that was kind of a surprise. And then Mrs. Stelfox got voted off by one vote. That was kind of a surprise also.
I was very surprised first that Mrs. Stelfox got voted off first. And then I was very surprised that Mr. Rodkey got voted off. I thought he'd be the winner, the overall winner. Those were the 2 big surprises for me.
The speed of Mr. Hagee, I think, surprised me more than anything. The one time we were running towards the cafeteria to get the icon out of the vending machine, and Mr. Hagee was just cruising. I was behind him. I'm not the quickest guy in the world either, but he was just flying, and I couldn't believe the speed of Mr. Hagee. A little bit surprised with Mr. O'Donnell being voted off, Mr. Hagee and myself being voted off fairly early.
I was surprised. The only thing that surprised me, there were a few times when some of the contestants made big mistakes, and the student board didn't vote them off. I thought for sure a few of the people would have gone sooner than they did.
I guess being voted out with those little votes was a surprise. I felt bad about that. I didn't get to raise too much money for the good cause.
I'd say that the only non-surprise was Mr. Covey. You assume that the disciplinarian of the school is going to get voted out first. Almost everybody after that seems to be a candidate that you wouldn't have expected during that week.
Actually, I was surprised that the students' third vote, because I don't know, like Mr. Rodkey not being here for 2 of the challenges, and he still wasn't voted off until later on. Kind of thought that, like if you did poorly, like Dr. Urbanek, that you would get voted off. And I think for his surprise too, that he has still been on it, and he's still, one of the 3 contestants remaining. It just seems like that, just like the real survivors, it can't be predictable for who can win. So we don't really know.
I was surprised after I didn't get voted off after going the wrong way. I was very much surprised that Mrs. Stelfox got voted off for that, during that episode. I was shocked that I got voted off after trying to find the jelly bean bowl of Jello. maybe the fact that Mr. Klein was voted off after the banana split making episode. I was very much shocked at that.
Up to this point in the show, I've been the one that has been asking all the questions. Now I'm going to turn it over to the voted off contestants, who will each ask a question that will be answered by each of the 3 final contestants. However, Mr. Rodkey could not be here today, so we'll do his questions pre-recorded first.
Yeah, we tried to stay with the PJAS crew, but I wish you all well. My question for you would be, if you could have any of the original contestants and pick 2 to sit by you that you could easily beat, who would they be? Good luck.
Easily beat. Ooh.
All right, we'll start with you, Dr. Vanek.
I don't know that I could easily beat any of them.
Yeah.
I think that Mr. Hagee had a lot of enthusiasm going into this, and it would have been nice to have the high school principal as one of the finalists. And because the vote was so close, and because I don't believe that she engaged in any foul play behind the scenes, I think Mrs. Stelfox would have been another good contestant to be here for the final 3. As I said, not that I think I could beat them, but I think the 2 of them should be here, probably in my place, quite frankly.
Mrs. Brancolini?
Well, I don't think I could be, I don't want to answer that question like it is. I would prefer to answer it who I would like to have up here with me, and I would like to have Mrs. Stelfox up here. Not that I could beat her, but because we're contemporaries, and something about that Mr. Hagee said to me in the beginning about older women, and also Mrs. Singleton, because we teach the same thing and we get along very well, so I think the 3 of us would have done very well, and it would have been very close.
Okay, Ms. Livingston, who do you think you could beat?
Well, probably simply because of their role in the school. I'd vote for Mr. Hagee and Mr. Covey to be sitting up here with me.
Okay, now we'll go live to the other contestants. We'll start with Mrs. Singleton.
If you were to have a motto, what would your Survivor motto be?
We'll start with you, Mrs. Brancolini.
Well, I've created several mottos as we've gone along. The first one, I think, is if you can't stay, you shouldn't play. The second one, I believe, was I'm in to win. And the third one, which is today's most recent creation, is I'm a survivor.
All right, we'll go to you, Dr. Vanek.
Mine would be I'm a survivor, not a briber. That would be my motto.
Okay, and Ms. Livingston?
I go with the Nike motto, just do it.
All right, we'll go back to Mr. Klein.
Even though we've been through a lot of different activities that were a lot of fun, some of us have been through more activities than others, unfortunately, but what do you think was the most fun that you had with one of the activities? Which one was it and why?
Okay, we'll start with you, Ms. Livingston.
Let's see, the most fun, probably the Jell-O challenge, trying to find the jelly bean in the Jell-O challenge. It was quite refreshing to feel that cold Jell-O and whipped cream all over your face, up your nose, in your mouth, you know, anywhere else that it ended up that day. I didn't find my jelly bean either, but that was the most fun.
Mrs. Brancolini, which one did you have the most fun with?
The wheelie chair race. I thought that was the most fun, and I think that was one of my best challenges, and it went downhill steadily from then. But I thought I did well in the wheel race.
And finally, Dr. Vanek.
All the challenges where we were able to compete as a team. We could pull upon the strengths of the individuals, but the drawing challenge I had a lot of fun with. So that was, and we won that, so that was a good one.
Okay. Mrs. Stelfox, what is your question?
Well, this program has been broadcast to the entire district over the week that has been shown. But only the high school has been able to vote, and they had to pay to vote. Now today, since it's also being broadcast and the entire district gets to vote for free, do you think that this will reflect better who did the best in their challenges through the week?
We'll start with you, Mrs. Brancolini.
Your question is, is the rest of the school district aware of what we've been doing? I'm not really sure about that. I think that as far as Dr. Urbanek has the most visibility within the school district, so I don't know whether they've all seen the episodes or not. But if they all have, then I think Dr. Urbanek has the biggest chance of winning then.
All right, Ms. Livingston?
I think that opening it up, the voting to the whole district may prove that today is the most unbiased of the voting.
Definitely.
Because a lot of the younger kids don't know us as teachers and may or may not know Mr. Urbanek as an administrator. So it may be one of the more unbiased votes today.
All right, Dr. Urbanek?
Well, I think if it was one vote per person, it might have an impact. But I think all of the survivors have followings in the elementary buildings. They know who Mr. Klein is. They know who Mr. Rodkey is, and there are little pockets of followings out there. So I'm not so sure it'll have any real impact. I think, in my opinion, I think the survivor should be a teacher. I've sort of felt like an outsider all along, and it would just seem appropriate that a teacher be the ultimate survivor.
Okay, and finally, we'll hear from Mr. O'Donnell.
We've heard many mottos during this broadcast. The question I have is, in the real show, alliances played a major part in picking the ultimate survivor. Do you think that the alliances that were formed during this show will play a major part in who wins the ultimate survivor fruit basket and bag of rice? Do you think that how the voting occurred, do you think those alliances affected that, and do you think it'll affect who the ultimate survivor is?
All right, we'll start with you, Dr. Barrett.
Well, my observation is that those folks who formed alliances aren't seated up here right now. So I don't know what impact that would have. I would say it would be minimal when it comes to the final vote.
All right, we'll go to you, Ms. Livingston.
I think because money won't be a question today, I think it'll be a lot more unbiased and a lot more fair.
All right, and finally, Mrs. Brancolini.
I agree with what they both said. I think that the alliances were much more prominent initially, and I don't think towards the end of it that the alliances that played much of a factor at all.
With so many questions about KO Survivor, it makes one reminisce. Now, let's take a look at the segment about favorite Survivor moments. In just a few moments, 2 of the final 3 contestants will be voted up, and 1 will be named the final KO survivor. In this montage, you'll see a ceremonial extinguishing of the torches of the voted off contestants. Take a look.
There's been a lot of pressure to get through the first cut of the Tulsi tribe.
I'm feeling a little anxious about the next vote.
Student body has spoken. Student body has spoken. Student body has spoken. Student body has spoken. Now, it's time to take a look at the tallied votes. Ms. Livingston, with 136 votes out of the final 3, you are the weakest link. Goodbye.
Yeah. Okay. I think I have to unhook this, though.
Dr. Urbanik, with 230 votes, you came in second, and that's my final answer.
Right.
Mrs. Brancolini, you got 286 votes. You are the ultimate KO survivor.
Yes! Oh, I'm honored.
Comments?
Well, I'm very flattered. Apparently the vote was very close, though, so it's quite an honor, and I will be glad to share my fruit with anybody. Thank you, Keystone Oak students. I truly appreciate it. Thank you.
On behalf of all of us here at KO TV and Funny Monkey Productions, I would like to thank all of the participants for being such good sports, and to thank you, everyone in the KO School District, for watching and voting. I'm Laura Gorilla, and this has been KO Survivor. It's time for me to go.
Basically, I think it's just been a really wonderful activity to do. It's been a lot of fun.